Well, hey guys, it is a hot one. I just walked across the boiling parking lot with my trusty sun hat. I'm here at Walmart. Let's check out the skincare. I want to share with you some more of my all-time favorite skincare hacks, skincare tips, tricks, remedies, you name it. You're gonna want to watch this video. Now you guys, the day has come. The makeup is in. I thought, did they move the refrigerated food section over here? Oh no. Oh no. This probably deters people from, obviously from theft, but also obviously from buying anything, right? We like to pick things up, look at them, hold them. We don't want to have to get a store person to open them for us. Oh, a gold handled razor blade. Move over, chingy, bling bling. Here we are with Bubble Skincare. Oh, isn't she cute? I've tried some of their products. They're actually pretty good. I haven't had an issue with any of them. They've got a nice lightweight moisturizer here, the Cloud Surf Water Cream, and it does not have niacinamide. If you are sensitive, which I know many are, Level Up Balancing Gel Moisturizer. People with oily, acne-prone skin tend to prefer these gel formulas. It's kind of like a lightweight gel cream. It has hemp seed oil, which has antioxidants and is anti-inflammatory. This one does have niacinamide, so if you're sensitive, avoid it. But that being said, niacinamide tends to go over well for people who have oily, acne-prone skin because it's an antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory, and it seems to be really helpful for oily, acne-prone skin, as well as anti-aging, moisture barrier, dry skin, and redness. But some people find it irritating. Tried the Slam Dunk moisturizer too. These are all, in my opinion, fairly lightweight. Like, they're not super rich, thick creams, but this one I would say is a little heavier than the others. It's got shea butter in it. No niacinamide in this one either. This product, Daydream Tone and Texture Serum. This could be applied as the first step in a morning skincare routine after cleansing as your antioxidant and barrier support ingredient focused. Now this has niacinamide, which remember is good for dark spots and redness. This also has alpha-arbutin, which can be helpful for dark spots, and tranexamic acid, which given orally to patients with melasma helps clear up some of their melasma, but applied topically can help with redness. So basically, these ingredients, niacinamide, alpha-arbutin, tranexamic acid, together, they're really great for helping to improve skin tone, even it out. If you've got dark spots, redness, blotchiness, may help. It may help, depending on what exactly it is you're dealing with, okay? Skincare products are not, gonna cure things, but definitely can help. Sodium ascorbyl phosphate is a stable form of vitamin C. Not well studied, but does show promise specifically for people with oily, acne-prone skin, likely similar to how niacinamide is beneficial through its antioxidant effect, maybe slowing down the oxidation of sebum. Did we just hear a loud noise in the background? If so, I think they were blowing something here. I'm just, a lot of people have generators running, and so I'm just kind of gotten to a point where I'm tuning out loud background humming. So I apologize. Water Slide. This is a hyaluronic acid and peptide serum. Peptide is such a broad category of ingredients that may or may not do anything above and beyond hydrating the skin. Phytic acid is an antioxidant and gently exfoliates. Lactic acid is hydrating. This also has ceramides. Did I mention the Daydream one does too? Ceramides are, good for the moisture barrier. Then we have Moonwalk, allegedly a gentle exfoliating serum, like a walk on the moon. I like the names of these. They're fun, they're clever, they're not too cheesy in my opinion, which no one asked for. They're like, just tell us what's in it. Lactic acid, good for those of you who have rough and bumpy skin. But you can also buy a Daydream with this cute package of Inside Out. Is Inside Out good? I know nothing about it, okay? I don't really watch these kinds of animated things myself, but that little character looks adorable. This is new, Onyx Professional's Callus Fix, made with hyaluronic acid and salicylic acid. So hyaluronic acid, it helps improve water content in that thick stratum corneum of the bottom of your feet. So that'll help with cell turnover and reduce callus formation. But a lot of callus formation is also driven by frictional forces. Lubricating the skin with an emollient moisturizer helps, but also making sure you wear properly fitted footwear and that you don't hang out in sweaty socks. Sweat is very disruptive to barrier function. It is also irritating and drives more frictional thickening. Moisturizers with salicylic acid, lactic acid, and urea can also help get in there and break up that callus. I'd be interested to try this. I find there's a lot of variability from foot cream to foot cream in terms of performance, and I've tried a ton. Obviously the GOAT, the best one in my opinion, is Carousel Intensive Foot Repair, not sponsored by Carousel. It just works really well. And is it just me? Has it come down a bit in price? It used to be really expensive. I mean, or maybe I'm just, nowadays everything is so expensive that the price of Carousel seems reasonable, but you actually don't need much of this, just a tiny thin film, because it is a really thick ointment and it stays on the skin well. I recommend, again, soaking the feet. Soaking the feet allows for better penetration of the active ingredient. Also, in the case of warts or callus, if you're gonna use a pumice stone, soak the feet first, because when you go in there with the pumice stone to smooth things out, those dead cells are gonna flick off so much more easily than if they were dry. Like at night after you get out of the shower and the feet have just been soaked from being in the shower or the tub, pat dry the skin, apply this, and cover with socks. Sleep that way if you can tolerate it. It really helps callus tremendously. Alternatively, this is actually a great thing for warts too, but it's not as strong as the Compound W in terms of its, getting in there and breaking up all that dead skin. More from the Onyx brand. This must be a Walmart exclusive, Onyx. We already looked at the foot cream over there, and then it looks like they have their own versions of sugar scrubs a la Tree Hut here. Ooh, this is new from Tree Hut. Sorry to get distracted. I do like their shave oil, pink hibiscus body lotion. I like their shave oil and their body wash, but I was looking at this, a foaming and hydrating body wash shake. That looks good. Oh, it has methyl isothiazolinone. It's that preservative that people frequently become allergic to. Bummer. Otherwise, it's got, niacinamide is good for the moisture barrier. Sweet almond oil. I have to admit, I was lured into that. Then they've also got a hydrating body lotion and serum duo. What's going on with the packaging here? Is it just me? They make it look like the tube. It's a tube within a tube. Am I tripping? That's what it looks like. See that? It's a small. What's going? Is there a tube of stuff inside and then another product on the outside? There sure is. Yep, that is what this is. Interesting. This is really interesting. So you get the lotion, which I'm guessing is what the tube inside is, and then the serum on the outside. The serum is like mostly hyaluronic acid, so very hydrating. And then the lotion is niacinamide, sweet almond oil, coconut oil. I might need to try that. Obviously fragrance is a common allergen, but that looks interesting. They also have rose petals and a sandalwood vanilla scent and a pomegranate fig. These have ceramide in them as well, good for the moisture barrier. Then they have hydrating dry body oil and essence duo with sea buckthorn oil, which does have a lot of antioxidants in it. Interesting. Kind of like basically perfume. Y'all, don't sleep on SPF sunscreen sticks as SPF lip balms. They work really well that way, in my experience, because we're just given a limited selection of SPF lip balms. The majority of them do have fragrance and flavorants, common allergen irritant, leaving those who are allergic or sensitive with like very few options. The options that are available include MD Solar Science, Sun Bomb has a mineral sunscreen for the lips. Then there's Banana Boat / Up and Up, a few others. I'll link my video down below reviewing SPF lip balms, but the sticks are another option. Like this is going to be fragrance free, this is fragrance free, this is fragrance free. Now this is a zinc oxide one, so is this one likely will leave a cast. The CeraVe one may leave a cast because they're all mineral sunscreen, does leave a cast, but Blue Lizard probably will as well, and the baby one. Finally, Olay comes out with something new and interesting above and beyond their jars of the same version of the same version of the same moisturizer. This is intriguing. Water activated daily facial cleanser. It's these little pieces of paper, and the product, oh, I need to try this. You have this one. You have a retinol, one with retinol in it, which, I mean, the way cleansers work, it's possible that some of the retinol deposits behind. Interesting nonetheless. Like the vitamin C one is also an interesting concept. Vitamin C one has fragrance. What's a form of vitamin C? Ascorbic acid. Interesting. Interesting. So a lot of people enjoy this anti-chafing stick from Mega Babe. It is a moisturizing stick with dimethicone, a skin protectant that really does help reduce friction. It is scented. Alternatively, I'm a fan of the Monistat chafing cream. It's a dimethicone based skin lubricant. Highly recommend alternatively, especially if you're allergic to fragrance. Never used this Mega Babe one myself. And then this is really good as well for people who get rashes under the breast due to moisture. The cornstarch and the kaolin can absorb some of the moisture that contributes to skin breakdown in the folds and what's known as an intertrigo, which can then become colonized with candida yeast, and it's just very uncomfortable, very painful. I have a whole video about it, but one of the recommendations I make in the video is to use an absorbent powder. It really can help. Then they have this bust dust, I thought it said rust dust, anti-boob sweat powder that you like spray on. Interesting. This is another sort of similar principle where the kaolin and the cornstarch help absorb moisture. Now, we all know that detoxifying the underarms is not a thing. I do caution about the use of glycolic acid under the arms. Can be super irritating. Presumably a product like this specifically formulated for under the arms, it's less likely, but it's still a possibility, especially coupled with tea tree oil. I would just avoid that, honestly, under the arms. This is new from them, and I'm intrigued by it. This clarifying body acne mist. It's called Chesto Presto. This would be helpful for breakouts on the chest and upper back. It has salicylic acid. It does have tea tree oil. Like I've said, that is a common allergen. However, it does seem to have some anti-acne properties to it, so there is that. This would also be good if you are prone to getting ingrown hairs. It might help with that as well. And we have Space Bar. This is a charcoal underarm bar with glycolic acid. Again, same issues there. Less risky because you're going to rinse it off the skin. Just make sure you don't use too much so that you ensure you rinse it all off and nothing lingers behind. I reviewed this several years ago. It's a nice moisturizer. It used to appear at Costco all the time, like a mega 2-pack, but I haven't seen it there in quite some time. They also have a Toe Deo odor blocking foot spray. This is kind of just, again, the peppermint leaf oil. Now, the tea tree leaf oil may actually help cut down on bacteria that break down sweat, as well as fungus. But I'm telling you, benzoyl peroxide acne wash works really well to cut down on foot odor. Make sure you regularly wash between your toes because you can get a little interweb, it's called an interweb space infection of the skin there, because it's really primed for that due to a combination of accumulation of sweat, moisture, and friction. It's especially an issue for people who have diabetes, poor circulation. With this product, Mega Babe is advertising zinc oxide along with baking soda for deodorizing. Baking soda obviously is deodorizing, but it's super irritating to the skin. Zinc oxide is a skin protectant, anti-inflammatory, and definitely can be very useful under the arms. But I suggest just using a plain zinc oxide diaper rash cream, although admittedly that can be a little messy. So perhaps this is formulated to be a little bit more comfortable under the arms. It has coconut oil, which is moisturizing. Again, fragrance is a common allergen. Here's one aiming, I suppose, at dark underarms, the Glow DO. This one, this has niacinamide, which is actually an ingredient I do recommend for underarm issues because it's so versatile and typically well tolerated in contrast to glycolic acid. Shea butter is nice and moisturizing, so is coconut oil. So all of those things are going to cut down on friction and irritation that aggravates hyperpigmentation. This looks interesting. Chigger 2x power. All right, so chiggers, fun fact, they're actually in the same family as spiders, and they're so teeny tiny you don't see them. You usually get these bites that are like little teeny red spots with blisters, super itchy. They bite you, you don't really notice at first because they're so teeny tiny, and then about 1 to 3 hours later you start to experience the itch. The way they bite, they actually inject digestive enzyme into your skin that destroys the skin cells, and that's what triggers the dermatitis and leads to itching. The itching is usually lasts anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Antihistamines are moderately effective for the itch. Also, a moisturizer may help soothe the skin. Putting the moisturizer on cold may also help. This is a topical anesthetic. Benzocaine definitely can soothe the itch, but allergy to benzocaine is fairly common. If anyone ever tells you to put clear nail polish on them, that is not a benefit because the mites do not burrow. The way they bite and the way they work to cause a problem is when they bite, they inject digestive enzyme into your skin. So covering that with clear nail polish, you know, the idea, I guess, is that it'll kill the mite. Well, it's not that the mite has buried down in the skin. That doesn't really help, and it's just not a good idea. But prevention is key. Protective clothing, long sleeve shirts, pants, thick socks, boots are key when you're outdoors. Tuck your pants into your boots. That prevents them from, you know, getting up under the clothing because that's where they tend to bite. Mosquito repellents like DEET, if you spray them onto the skin and your clothing, it also can help. They're very temperature sensitive. They don't bite at extremes of temperature. So right now it's 105 degrees out in Texas, and so it's actually not chigger biting weather. Also, if it's colder than 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you're good. Antihistamine eye drops can be so helpful. I know from personal experience because I get really itchy eyes randomly whenever there's a certain aeroallergen lurking, but you actually can become allergic to ingredients in eye drops. That can end up causing chronic red, irritated eyes, swollen eyelids, and dermatitis around the lid margin. So that's just another little thing to be careful of. I'm always talking about allergic contact dermatitis as it relates to skincare products, but eye drops are another potential reason. Well guys, Walmart did not disappoint. Let me know in the comments what you all think of the things we saw. Hope this video was fun, informative. Now if you guys enjoy these videos, you're gonna wanna check out my last in-store shopping video where I give a ton more dermatologist approved skincare tips and tricks. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!